EscoNitz, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes.
Wildfire. Field of Beginnings.
Field of Beginnings. Okay. How many chapters are there?
The Federation successfully aids the Imperial Army, and together they pursue the Kingdom and Church forces. However, Claude's sole aim is to eliminate Archbishop Rhea. While Edelgard contends with the Royal Army, Claude and his forces go after the Church. In their pursuit, they arrive at the Tailtean Plains, where Seros and Nemesis battled long ago.
Okay.
It's not much further to Kingdom territory. Once we've crossed the border, we'll march through the Tailtean Plains and make our way to Ferdiad.
The plains of Tailtean are the largest in all of Fargus. As I recall, they're also where a well-known battle took place long ago.
We're going by land instead of sea this time, huh? I have to admit, I prefer it this way.
We may have taken a wild little detour, but we're finally back to marching on the Kingdom capital.
Claude, are you sure it would not be prudent to ask the Imperial Army for assistance? They certainly owe us after that last battle.
The Imperial Army is pursuing the Kingdom Army westwards. They're well on their way to Aryan Road. Most of the Kingdom's forces have gathered in the west as well. Rhea and her troops are the only ones who fled north.
I don't get it. Sure, it makes sense for the Kingdom to reinforce their position on the Western Front. They're losing ground there after all. But is the King of Fargus really abandoning the defense of his capital city and the Church?
I can't claim to know what his intentions are, but I suspect Dimitri's decided to leave the rest to me.
What's that supposed to mean? What in the world could the king of an enemy territory trust you with?
He died in Fire Emblem 3 Houses, right?
I think I get
Dimitri?
it. Dimitri is counting on Claude.
To
The
dissolve.
Central Church is just a millstone around the kingdom's neck at this point. Dimitri's probably hoping Claude will cut him loose.
Are you suggesting that the king wishes to avoid formally cutting ties with the Central Church and is therefore using us to bring about its demise?
Yep.
I have heard that the Central Church aided the kingdom when civil war broke out. Perhaps Dimitri feels indebted to the Archbishop, and his knightly values demand he not oppose her directly.
But that's... No. I suppose this is the nature of war.
I feel like this is the final chapter with this conversation.
A long history full of reasons why the king can't betray them. Long ago, the hero Lug von Blethid cut down the Adrestian emperor of his day. In fact, their battle took place on the Tailtean Plains, which we're just about to cross.
Okay.
The Church mediated the conflict and recognized House Blethid's independence, leading to the founding of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. As you might have guessed, that's how they got the holy bit in their name.
So essentially, abandoning the church would mean turning their back on the very group to whom they owe their independence.
And that's why Dimitri...
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucked up.
...the Leicester Federation to do his dirty work and abolish the church in his stead. And that's my guess, anyway. But his reasons are immaterial, since getting rid of the church is what we've been after all along. For the sake of our future and the free world to come, we'll tear down the Central Church and put an end to Rhea.
This will also make him owe us.
And if they run off to Ferdiad, we'll just have to conquer the capital to get to them.
That's what I like to hear. It's time to fling open the doors to a whole new era. All forces, advance!
Charge! How many battles we got? 1, 2, 3, 7? 8. Alright. Let's start this out by talking to everyone. Battle suggestions. Don't be shy, speak up if you've got a suggestion. Dex, defense, or charm?
I got an idea.
I'm gonna go with defense.
I've got this.
One step at a time.
Sounds good to me. Leone's benefits everyone. You have nothing more to fear, Leonor. No matter who or what you face, we will be able to save this world. Now let us be off. We shall fight till the bitter end.
Can I help you?
My own problems won't just disappear once the war is over. Nonetheless, I won't get anywhere if we don't win, so I want to make sure we get through this. Don't you feel the same? Let's put everything we have into this battle so we don't have any regrets. Claude's plan is becoming clear to everyone now. So even though I'm a former Imperial general, people are slowly starting to treat me better. Except now they come up and talk to me for no reason. I'm not a noble anymore, so I can't imagine why. Console him. That's rough. I bet they're just trying to make connections with Imperial nobility. That's probably true, but I have no intention of inheriting my family title or taking on those responsibilities. All I wish for is a peaceful world where I can nap as much as I please. That's it.
Looking good. Did you know?
I know it's kind of late to bring this up, but I don't agree with how we've been fighting. You must feel the same way, right? Come on, you can tell me. I guess our decisions have been a little haphazard, like we're just rolling with the punches. There's nothing wrong with that. We did the best with the hand we were dealt. And what do you have a problem with? We fight all day but never get to party. Claude's usually all about that. Once this battle's over, I'm going to insist he throw us a banquet. I'm talking pork, poultry, and the biggest hunks of mutton you've ever seen.
Hunger is the true enemy.
Cook a meal. I'm gonna actually cook this one. Dorothea and Petra.
Yeah, the flavor's not really...
Oh, yes. This is definitely one of the foods I love.
This surprise pleases me. How did you know I would have enjoyment of this?
There were arrows next to your picture.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
Okay. We got some activity points and some training points to spend.
Care to make yourself useful?
Volunteer. Hearing. Wow, really? Bernadetta and Ash.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Dorothea Hilda. Perfect!
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Sure, Lawrence and Holst.
We all must do our fair share. Care to make yourself useful?
Balthus. Fury.
Nothing like a little.
So warm it'll burn a hole right through.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Volunteer, care for the horses. Happy and Heart.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
Two more. Raphael. Leone.
We all must do our fair share to make yourself useful.
One more. Petra and Shimmy.
We all must do our fair share.
Now for the training! Oh, I guess I should talk first.
Hey, what's up? Oh, hey!
Something's been bugging me. You defeated the Ashen Demon in the last major battle, right? But I don't remember seeing anyone else from Gerald's mercenaries there. Maybe they've disbanded. That's sad to think about. Not really.
Time to work you into shape.
Prowess means...
This should come in handy.
Sure. Let's do this. Where is she? Happy. Creamery.
Changing up my...
She's green. Constance. Creamery. Okay, back to trading. She mastered Paladin.
I work to...
Training can be the difference
Warrior
between
class.
victory and defeat.
Marianne. Dark Knight.
I hope I can handle this.
No. Train. Marianne. Sure.
I bet this'll...
Just gotta let my...
I'll mess.
This power...
I'll remember.
Not that there's any...
Look at all these.
Time to work you into... With proper training, you'll be on...
And done. Now we can actually just talk and go. If Archbishop Rhea is gone, will Fodlan and Bridget be becoming closer? Though Bridget does not have any other friendships except the church and the Empire. Yeah, I don't think building relationships will be easy given everyone's history. Yes, I agree, but someday we can be overcoming that. I never really got the concept of faith, so it's hard for me to understand the Archbishop's followers. Though Edie and Claude have earned their people's trust too. In a way, I guess that's almost the same. And now those two forces of faith are clashing. I can't imagine the goddess wanting to have anything to do with a conflict like that.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's no way she would, but even if she were involved, I doubt she'd interfere directly. Right, if she did involve herself, I'd honestly rather she didn't.
Talk to me. Listen up.
I understand that we gotta get Rhea out of the picture, but do we really have to kill her? Maybe she'll just give up and back down on her own. No, she has to die. She'll continue to have and wield her influence so long as she lives. Well, you all are a lot smarter than me, so I'll take your word for it.
Excellent.
Rejoice, Leonora, for my brother has come to our aid. My dear brother over here told me this was to be your final battle, so I came running. I even spoke to the king directly about it this time, though I may have massaged the truth a little. And Elmira in general has sworn to aid us in battle. That will change the fate of Fodlan. Isn't this a perfect picture of the future His Majesty wants to create? Ha! Once this war is done, I'll get you over to Elmira next.
A moment.
It's clear Claude intends to end this war as swiftly as possible. You know what that means? I do. I have less time to make a name for myself in this war, which could make it harder to bring about House Nouvelle's restoration. So I shall have to make everyone aware of my magical prowess right here and now. If His Majesty had to choose between sacrificing the Central Church or the people of Fargus, he'd sacrifice the Church, even if everyone in the kingdom hated him for it. But if that happens, then I'm sure he'll, I just don't know what I can do. You need to draw the line somewhere, Ash. If you care about him, then respect his decision. I understand your logic, but I just can't do it. I want to help how I can and repay the debt I owe him. My father was running around like a chicken with its head cut off. I know it wasn't appropriate, but I couldn't help but laugh. But I'm glad he survived. No matter how much I hate him, he's still my father.
Greetings. Let's think about that.
This battle will surely mark a major turning point in Fodlan's history. It's overwhelming to think that I'll be part of that. If I survive, I want to paint a picture of the battle. I feel like somehow it's my duty to do so. It is not an exaggeration to say that Fodlan's history has always been intertwined with the Central Church. But we will put an end to that and uproot that notion. I might be crushed under the weight of such a momentous responsibility. Do you not feel the same way? Wait, what wait? Nah, I really don't feel the weight of all that. All I've got to do is defeat the opponent in front of me. You have not changed a bit. You may be a mere mercenary, but you cannot become apathetic. It is people like you who will play a key role in the coming age, not us nobles. Though I certainly do not intend to exit from history's stage entirely. For I am none other than Lawrence Hellman Gloucester, ha ha ha. Hi, Claude.
Keep up the good work.
Edelgard and Dimitri are going to end up at each other's throats sooner or later. I want us to take down the Central Church before they get to that point. I fully believe that will end the war. But even if it doesn't, I'll take those pig-headed fools to task myself and drag them into a new age.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army.
Give me this.
Everything has its use.
What are you doing here?
Interesting.
Huh.
Welcome.
Why are you here?
Is that the one?
Oh, you have unlimited now. I will take that.
Nothing but the best for you. Thanks a bunch.
Like I said, I'm feeling like this is the final battle, so what I'm gonna do is... No, I meant to... Menu? Storehouse. There we go. There we go. Magic by 5. Speed. Luck. Defense. There we go. Lysithia getting buff. What is this? Resistance. I'm actually gonna give that to Leonora. Charm. That matters most to her. Permanently increased strength. Magic. Dex. Luck. Defense. Resistance. Charm. And HP. 8,000 versus 600. Okay. Using all of them finally.
Well,
People in the kingdom have taken the Central Church's protection as a given their entire lives. I doubt their hearts will change so easily, even if we do remove Lady Rhea and the Central Church. The people will never trust the ones who deposed her, no matter how hard the kings try to smooth it over.
You you sure?
That's not necessarily true. We're gonna do all we can to prevent that from happening. Yeah, well, I suppose it's the only way forward. I'll just have to do the same myself. Anyway, no point in dwelling on all that right now. It won't matter a bit if we lose. I'm a devout believer and from the kingdom, so I admit my feelings on this are complicated. But it's part of my job to be on the winning side. All that's left is to take down Lady Rhea. I really hope that will end the war for good. No one wants the war to go on any longer than it has to. I'm sure it'll end once we take out the person causing it. I know Lady Rhea and the church are the reason for all this, but I do feel kinda sorry for them. Anyway, first things first, we've got a battle to win. Let's do this. 3 more people. Alphys. Have you heard about the town hidden under Gerbach? It's like a sunless trash pit for people who have nowhere else to go. I used to live there myself, so I went to check on how things were now, but it hasn't changed a bit. It was just as peaceful as ever, despite the war raging above. Maybe once this whole thing's over, those people could finally come out and live in the sun again. Probably. I've already put many former comrades back into the dirt, but I'll probably kill far more in the coming battle. I can almost hear her screaming at me about it with good intentions, mind. I want to stop giving people reasons to yell at me. Let's make this the last time, Leonor. Here I am. I don't think Lady Rhea and the Knights will go to Ferdiad. I get the feeling they'll want to fight on the Tailtean plains. Yeah, they'd be in an enclosed space with no reinforcements. Maybe they could hold out for a while, but there's no way they'd win. Exactly, and there's another reason too. Saint Seiros vanquished Nemesis, the King of Liberation, on the Tailtean plains long ago. If they restage that battle, the Central Church can once again display their authority to all of Foldmoon. That's what I imagine Lady Rhea is thinking at least, but it's only a guess. Would also prefer to fight on the plains if possible. I don't want any towns to get drawn into our battle. To the war map. Oh, we got a paralog. Okay.
It's me, Count Gloucester, Lysithea von Ordelia.
Ah yes, please come in.
Thank you. Count Gloucester, I have come here in my father's stead, and must return to the front line soon. But I wish to formally apologize for any trouble caused by the recent events in Ordelia.
Oh, but my domain was left largely unharmed. In fact, if anyone is apologizing here, it should be me. I knew full well what was happening in Ordelia, yet was only able to dispatch a small force to aid you.
Okay.
It is only natural that a house should prioritize the safety of its own domain.
Yep, I agree.
Besides, House Gloucester is tasked with protecting the crucial Great Bridge of Myrddin.
Your understanding is appreciated, but for me, I fear this also has a personal component. It is true that I could not abandon the Great Bridge, yet your father has been my compatriot for many years, and I view him as a true brother in arms. Had something happened to him, I would never have been able to forgive myself.
I had no idea you held my father in such high regard.
I have always felt I owed him far more than I was ever able to give.
Am I gonna have to use Lords?
Exactly.
My lord, you have a messenger from the Federation army.
Send them through.
At once, sir.
Sorry to barge in like this.
Hey, it's me.
What do you want?
Oh, hey, Lysithea. Didn't know you were here, but it actually saves me some time.
You are the mercenary captain who reports directly to His Majesty, yes? Has something happened?
The town south of here has been overrun by bandits, down in Ordelia territory.
What?
And here I had hoped all those rogues had been suppressed.
It's just a ragtag group of anyone who managed to avoid extermination at the hands of the Federation. Looks like they all came together for one last hurrah. Since the
Not very smart.
Far away, I was asked to come here and see if you could spare any troops.
I will send all I can, but I fear it will be a scant force.
But surely the Federation will send reinforcements as well.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone's sort of got their hands full preparing for the next battle. Honestly, they could barely spare me as a messenger.
I didn't realize Claude could be so cruel.
Hey, it's the truth. This is just bad timing. All the big names are scattered off in one place or another. I mean, take you. You're all the way out here apart from the main force, right?
Still your tongue. I'll have you know I'm here on very important business.
This bickering can
Still.
wait. We need to mobilize what units we have at once.
We? Wait, you're coming?
Am I unwelcome?
Hey, the more the merrier. Welcome aboard.
I am glad to hear it, for any force would be lucky to have the great...
As long as it's not Lauren.
on their side.
Lauren's.
My military prowess may not be as renowned as some, but I have bestrode many a battlefield in my day. Sadly, I could not lend much aid during the recent disturbances in Ordelia.
I want to open those treasure chests in the back.
In that case, we should be off.
I sure hope he knows what he's doing.
Dying, that's what he's doing. Wahaha! Gain control of all strongholds. Any allies are outed. Okay, so I can't.
The bandits.
Not a problem.
I'm gonna go that way.
Completely taken over the town.
Then we will just have to take
That can stay there.
one street at a time. Let us split up and work on capturing each area.
Seize the strongholds. Got it. I'm also gonna take that base. Hey, Bow Knight. Kill. I really wish I had more people to work with, though, if we're focusing on taking the bases.
These bandits are no match for nobles such as ourselves.
I'm not a noble.
Also lack the scruples of nobility. We should proceed with caution.
Okay, well,
Will be your penance. Out of my way.
gross.
Will be your penance.
Swing, swing,
Out of my way.
kaboom. The earth-shattering kaboom. Oh wow, that's only 12 right now?
Don't sense anyone from those who slither in the dark here.
I was wondering if we might run into them. Can't say I'm disappointed that we didn't.
Heard a guy could really let loose here. Hope we ain't too late for all the fun.
Ah, there they go.
Great. More bandits. Not a problem.
You go take that one.
Let us show them that the rule of law still holds strong in Ordelia.
They're actually trying to reclaim the strongholds? Ah, these brigands need a lesson on when to cut their losses and go home.
He's not wrong.
Will fall. What a nuisance.
It is a noble's duty to protect the commoner. I told my son he must never forget that.
And he remains dedicated to that ideal. Perhaps a little too dedicated.
Move on to the next group. Because you guys are trying to take back the bases when you should have ran.
That should do it. Let us take care of the other bandits now. By the by, Lysithea, is my son making himself useful in the Federation army?
Indeed he is. The man's
No.
power is rivaled only by that of the king himself.
He hasn't joined a single fight, don't worry. Or, I guess he's done like one or two. This stronghold is mine! Leonora, take this one.
I've got it.
No, not yet.
So will this one. There it goes. Hey, Bow Knight, I got a gift for you.
Out of my way.
You. Die!
What a nuisance. Out of my way. I had thought perhaps you did not like my father, Count Gloucester.
An understandable impression. We did tend to get into heated arguments at the Round Table. Your father and I have strong opinions about how best to protect our own territories and people. We are like-minded in that way.
Yes, I see that now.
Man, this power is really freaking insane, Lysithea. They're already dead. This way. Dang, Leonora, what's taking you so long? Thank you. It's like she heard me.
I understand that you often quarreled with the other lords at the Round Table as well.
My quarrels with the other lords were mere petty bickering. Only with your father could I exchange ideas on equal footing.
It's still fun to be had if we claim this place. So, if you want it, come and take it.
I won't let you fiends abuse this.
Are they really advancing again?
They've taken the civic building. We must reclaim it with all speed. Death will be your penance. Out of my way.
So what's everyone's favorite class in this game? Mine's definitely Dancer right now.
stronger.
You're gonna leave me in the dust if I'm not careful.
Death will be your penance.
Out of my way.
Agreed. Out of my way. Not bad level up. Could be way better.
I must say, I've been rather worried about your father. I rarely saw him at the round table since his illness.
Your concern is appreciated. Sadly, I think his long years of overwork have finally caught up with him. What a nuisance!
Goodbye. There's one.
Cease this futility.
Next. I hear there's an idiot over here. Looks like there is. I'll seize that in just a moment. Hi, Bow Knight.
What a nuisance! Out of my way!
Bye.
You cannot defeat us.
I wish speed affected how fast you move. Because Lysithea would be running around this map right now.
Out of my way! You should have given up when you had the chance.
This should finish it.
Out of my way!
Oh, there's still more.
Looks like we've taken back most of the town.
Not bad at all, my friend. A shame that you were born a mere commoner.
You got nowhere left to run if you lose here. Plant your feet and fight to the death!
Did they really think we would let them claim this town? What a nuisance!
Okay. We'll leave the others alive. The bandit leader's not going to be a threat.
Lysithea, please be careful. Never face your father should something happen to you.
Out of my way!
Still in a fight?
Your concern
Bye.
is appreciated but unnecessary. Our victory here is assured. Yes! We've done it!
Easy!
Lysithea, perhaps even better than myself.
Thank you for
You
your
know,
assistance.
since you did all the work, Lysithea.
I'm glad the town is safe once more.
Ow. Come on. Moving on.
Thank you for your assistance, Count Gloucester.
Not at all. I only wish I could have been of more use. Sadly, my efforts paled in comparison to those of you and your mercenary friend here, Lysithia.
Yeah, you really did suck.
Me either. Honestly, I figured you were gonna be dead weight, but you really held your own.
No, he was dead weight.
But it's a terrible thing to grow old. I hope you never have to do it, either of you. But like
Are you saying you hope we die?
Past my prime. Still, these old bones did what they could.
You were a tremendous help, and I've no doubt my father will feel the same when I inform him.
Please do give him my best, and let him know that we are still the sturdy pillars of Leicester.
Of course.
That said, I am pleased to see your father has such a superlative heir waiting in the wings. Perhaps Count Cordelia might consider stepping down a tad early?
I cannot say.
As leaders, we often butted heads because we had to look out for the interests of our own realms. But once we have both passed on our title, we could simply be friends. And that is something I would greatly look forward to.
That reminds me. You mentioned earlier that you owed him something?
Ah, yes. It's something of a longer tale, but perhaps now is the time to tell it.
What is it?
When you were still quite young, the Empire often saw fit to meddle in House Ordelia's affairs. As I was on the outside looking in, I was never able to discern any of the particulars. But even as a bystander,
is this about Lysithia?
Father's hardships were considerable. Yet, I did nothing. As leader of the pro-imperialist lords at the time, I could little more than stand by and watch.
Your actions are completely understandable. The Empire would have brazenly ignored any protests of their political interference. As such, we had no choice but to endure their tyranny.
It must have been difficult for you as well. Still, I should have spoken out, if nothing else. I owed your father that much.
I see.
I cannot change the past, but I hope I might help your father live out his remaining years in peace. Perhaps we could take tea together sometime. Reminisce on the old days.
This is like the only parent we've met, huh?
Tea? Really? That's your grand idea? Why don't you build him a mansion where he can get old in peace or something?
Still your wagging tongue, churl.
No, our friend has a point. Taking tea together is a bit pedestrian, all things considered. For I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, after all.
Alright. Do we have anything? Let's go here. Probably gonna get some cutscene. After the mission, defeat the mortal savant and other enemies. Wyvern Lord is routed. Change deployment to there. Whoa. Get out of here!
I'll show you what I can do.
We have to win, no matter what.
We can't...
Not a problem. I've got this.
Let's try this.
Oh crap, Claude's in my party. Go fight him.
All right, here I go.
Go fight him.
Let them take this land. Defend it to the last.
You're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Defeat the mortal savant and their ally. Wow, that was
It's under our control.
Excuse you?
I'm sorry.
No.
Lend me your strength. I'll help you out.
I have no time for mercy.
Goodbye, messenger.
You're putting all the adults to shame, my Scythia. Yeah, just forget I said that.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
Okay.
We did it!
Not a very smart sword master, is it?
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
I am satisfied. I will grow even stronger.
You're gonna leave me in the dust if I'm not careful.
Side mission is done.
I won't ever forget your kindness.
I can't lose. What a nuisance!
Can't let it end like this.
That one's dead.
Lost if I were to die here. This is all my fault.
Galatea General. Goodbye.
This battle will make a fine stage for my debut. What a nuisance!
Fine. I'll do that.
You underestimated me.
Actually, there's like 3 of you here.
Amazing, all right.
Out of my way! I'm unsatisfied. I will grow even stronger.
Okay.
Momentum. You're unstoppable.
I'm not a child. Learn your place. What a nuisance! We'll be taking this now.
Bye, Galatea General. Oh wait, no. Now bye.
Out of my way!
Lamb! Well, that was easy.
We said we'd defend this place, and we did.
Hey, S rank.
I'm...
Okay. And Mr. Oh, there's our cutscene.
Your Majesty, I am glad to see that you are safe.
I am fine, Gustav. My apologies for worrying you. What is your report on the situation in the West?
For the moment, we are holding the line against the Empire's offensive. The news that your Majesty has arrived at the Silver Maiden will do wonders for the soldiers' morale.
Unfortunately, the same can be said for our enemy. The Emperor pursued me here, and should be joining her forces at the front. But no matter how high the enemy's morale, they will not find Aryan Road an easy prize to take.
In that case, perhaps our concern should lie with Lady Rhea and the Knights of Ceros.
Ah, yes. The Kingdom army parted with them to deal with the Imperial forces here in the West. I have heard nothing of their fate since. Were they able to reach Camulus safely?
No, Your Majesty. They have stopped in the northern region of the Tailtean Plains to prepare for battle.
Good.
They intend to meet the Federation army there?
It is likely they determined that with the Kingdom army unable to leave the Western Front, they would not be able to withstand a siege at Camulus.
They have assessed the situation correctly then. The Kingdom army cannot spare enough troops to break a siege at this moment.
Are you actually gonna try and defend them?
May well fall to the forces of Leicester.
To prepare for that contingency, I have ordered our citizens in the capital and the surrounding area to evacuate to Gautier territory. But does Claude truly wish to destroy Fargus? Somehow I doubt it.
Your Majesty, a message from Duke Fraldarius. The Imperial Army seems to be taking more aggressive action. He would like you to brief the commanders on the current state of the war.
Understood. I will be there shortly.
What is...
Your Majesty, what of the Central Church?
Dimitri's...
Gustav, we will do what must be done to safeguard our people, no matter how great the cost. Were we to bow down to the Empire and accept the Southern Church, Fargus would fall to ruin. A great many of our people would die. However, the Federation has shown us a way to avoid such a terrible fate.
Then there is truly no other way?
We are deeply indebted to the Central Church. Yet it is a debt that I cannot repay. I will gladly accept whatever punishment I must. If it means saving even one more of my people's lives, then as the King of Fargus, no sacrifice is too great. Forgive me, Gustav.
Your Majesty, if this is the path you have chosen, then I will walk it with you until the very end.
So, Claude was right. The civilian you rescued from bandits are now evacuating. They want to thank you for your help. Money! 2 tunnels have already been established. You decide to mine ore from one of them. Mithril or Arcane? Arcane, I guess. The enemy has already retreated from here. Some useful items have been left behind. Building supplies. Here lives a widow who lost her husband in the war. She has something she wants to give you. This belonged to my husband, who died in battle. Would it be useful to you? You met a merchant who was running a stall. We can't do business here anymore with all these bandits around, so we'll let this go for cheap before it gets stolen. Sure. Not like it's gonna do much for me. Turn to camp. Let's expand and then we can leave.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities.
Storage compartment.
Let me know if I may be of further service.
Okay, well, let's do this one. I'm honestly surprised I can't do this battle. Like, it makes no sense because I am definitely touching it here. Sword of Zoltan. Alright, here we go.
We have to win.
Oh, I got Claude in battle again. Whoops. Marianne, I'm sorry.
Hope this is one.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Claude, you go that way. Leonora. You take that one.
All right.
And Raphael, you take that
Those
one.
easy wins.
Yeah, I'll give it everything I've got.
Seize the strongholds. I'll take that.
Take it down.
Thank you, Raphael.
Time to attack.
I can't wait for that key to spawn. We'll go help Raphael next.
We'll be taking this now.
You might be on the back foot, but I'll just push forward.
Okay, what's next? Let's try this.
That guy's too close to base. Hi.
I've got no time to lose.
I gotta keep up with you.
Oh, it's a timed battle, I just noticed. That's the heal. I don't really care.
Shall we take up position here?
Bye! Oh, hey, a thief.
I'm not there yet.
Good job, Lysithea.
I'm dragging the others down.
That was easy.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Job well done.
That boost him?
You say so
Yay.
yourself.
Claude.
Let's try this.
Go kill that one.
Let's see how this goes.
His dragon's fire ability is really good. I wish I could get that on my own dragon.
Time to make a name for ourselves.
What's next?
Coming through.
I can't say I like how this is unfolding.
We've got an emergency. Set backup.
I'm unsatisfied. I will grow even stronger.
Talk about momentum. You're unstoppable.
Yes, I am. Defeat. Then what's going on over here? I'm trying. You better not die.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
Okay, what's next?
I saw that.
Out of my way!
Did I kill all of them?
We'll have to take things from here.
Yep.
You have my support.
Coming through.
Yes.
Go, Lysithea, go! Man, I do hate how slow you move. Hi. Done.
Out of my way.
Main mission success!
That's no surprise. I work much harder than anyone else.
Not wrong.
One step closer to
Ooh, look at those stats. Okay. Training point recovered. 10 strategy.
How about
Deepen. Resistance? Yeah, sure.
take care of it?
Everything is in chaos as the civilians prepare to evacuate. You decide to send 2 allies to help guide them. Constance and Hap. You came across a camp that seems to have been abandoned by a caravan of merchants. You found some useful items. Cool. You visited a nearby village, and a villager sought your help. We've been under a constant bandit attack lately. Would you help us? Sure. Let's do this, Lysithia. Oh, god damn it, I left Claude in again.
When we win, I'm gonna eat a pile of steak to celebrate.
Yeah, we can win this.
Let's try this.
Let's send you to deal with him.
Let's see how this goes.
Leonora. You go take care of this one.
All right.
You take care of that one. I'm going to make sure this courier can't reach. I'm trying, but... What was I supposed to do there? Another courier? Don't you do it!
We can't gain any ground.
God, I just need to stand in front of this base, don't I? Okay.
Our time has finally come.
Are you it?
All would be lost if I were to die here. We did it.
What a nuisance!
Don't worry.
That's it?
Luck was on our
Okay.
side today.
I didn't get an S rank, I'm sure about that. Yeah. Got an achievement, flawless victory, though. That was weird. Return to camp. Okay, let's go to the supply master.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
The facility master.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the
Marketplace.
facilities.
Only one that can be expanded.
Let me know if I may be
And training.
Time to work you into shape.
Alright.
I work to...
But with that, EscoNitz, we're gonna call this episode here. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, EscoNitz, share the love. Goodbye.
Thank you guys for watching, and a huge thank you to my patrons. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to make the content I do and do what I love to do. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.